Hello everyone and welcome to this integral Yin Yoga practice. In today's video, I will guide you through a full body sequence of relaxing postures that is specifically designed to nurture a connection between our inner and outer world, using the body as a portal. Welcome back to Devi Daily Yoga and the Yin Yoga Challenge, where we're on day number 28. No props are needed for today. Just go ahead and roll out your mat. Our practice of integral Yin Yoga begins right now. We're going to begin lying down on the back. Rest on the back in constructive rest position with the knees bent, the feet wider than the hips, maybe about as wide as your shoulders, and your knees resting in against one another. Rest your hands on your belly and take a breath into the belly. Exhale through the mouth. And again, inhale, fill the belly and fill the heart. Exhale. One more this time, breathe into the back as well. And let it go. Feel the parts of your body that are connected to the earth and sink down through those parts. Feet, backs of the hips, back of the ribs, back of the shoulders, back of the skull. And now breathe into the hands, feel the belly expand. And establishing a gentle rhythmic breath where the inhales and the exhales are even and long. Breathing through your nose. Calming your system as you arriving in your practice, arriving on your mat for this time to take care of yourself. And with your next exhale, let's go ahead and bring the knees in toward the chest. And gently rock side to side as you clasp around your knees. And let's come into your choice of upside down shoelace pose with the left knee over the right, or square pose with the left ankle over the right knee. So they're really very similar. It's just how close your knees are or how far away they are. And if you're taking figure 4, you'll clasp behind the thigh and the left hand comes through the hole between the legs. If you're taking a shoelace, the hands clasp the feet, opposite feet. And with the left leg being on top, we're targeting the left glutes. So choose the variation that gives you the best stretch in your left glutes. Modifications for this are to put a cushion under the head, or even a block, or to do figure 4 pose on the wall. And now begin your process of settling into relaxation and stillness within the shape of this pose. Return to your steady, long, and even breaths. Slowly release and change sides. Right knee over the left or right ankle over the left knee. And targeting the right glutes now. Take a breath in and breathe into the right buttock. And slowly release and let your feet find the floor. Plant the feet about as wide as your mat. For windshield wipers, spread your arms out to either side and let the knees move to the right. Turn your head away from the knees and inhale, knees up to center over to the other side. Inhale up to center, exhale to the right once again. Inhale up to center and exhale to the left. Inhale and over to the right. Inhale and exhale, knees to the left. Good. Inhale back up to center and roll over to one side to come up to hands and knees. And we'll set up for thread the needle pose. So from our hands and knees position, let's lift the right arm up and inhale the breath, gazing upward. Exhale, slide the right arm under, coming to the outside of the right shoulder. Walk the left hand up above the head. And we're going to hang out here today. If you prefer to do rolling panda pose, you can take your left foot out like a kickstand and tuck the head farther under, but otherwise, you could just stay right here with me. And here we feel a stretch on the outside of the right shoulder, maybe also the right side of the neck, and maybe on the back of the shoulder blade on the right side, or up into the trapezius in the upper back and the base of the neck. Also, there's a little bit of twisting in the spine. And let's inhale into all of this upper body wonderfulness. And exhale, can you soften your upper body? Relax your jaw and your face as well. Soften your throat. Your breath passing through the clear channel of your throat. Slowly unwinding and Coming into some cat and cow moves. We'll inhale into cow pose. Exhale, round the spine into cat. Inhale into cow, drop the ribs, lift up through sitting bones. Exhale, round the spine. Once more, inhale. And exhale. And return to a neutral spine, and we'll move to thread the needle second side. I'm going to turn around just so you can see me, but you don't have to. We're going to lift the left arm up. Inhale. And exhale, slide it under, outside of the left shoulder to the floor, right arm up above the head. Maybe lengthening the left side of the neck near the floor to get a little more of that neck stretch. And of course, that option again to extend right leg out to the side like a kickstand for rolling panda. Resting here. Feeling into this outer shoulder and back of the shoulder blade, base of the neck, and the upper spine twisting. Breathe into the whole upper body. Exhale, relax, and soften here. Slowly unwind and press your hips back into child's pose. Breathe in child's pose. And from child's pose, let's lift the head a few inches and walk the hands over toward the right side edge of the mat. Place the left hand on top of the right hand and stretch gently into the left side of the armpit, left ribs, and left waist. And release and walk the hands to the other side, to the left side edge of the mat with the right hand on top of the left. And now lengthen into your right side. Bring it back to the center now. Come back up to hands and knees. And all the way forward onto your belly for Sphinx pose. Rest on your forearms. And widen the legs or narrow them to whatever is a comfortable distance for you today. As we find this stretch of the low back. Gently compressing, as we were talking about in a recent session, this sensation in the spine isn't so much a stretching sensation, actually it's a compressing sensation, compressing in a therapeutic way the discs and bones against one another, promoting healing and promoting synovial fluid production in the spine and around the SI joint. Deep breath in. Exhale and soften your belly. And you could choose to stay here in Sphinx for the rest of our time here, or to widen the hands out and straighten the arms up into seal. Which pose is the one that you can breathe and relax into? Slowly lower down and slowly press your hips up and back. We'll take child's pose. On the way back, we're going to tuck our toes under and get this nice extra opening in the feet, and maybe some different sensations in your lower back as well with this tucking the toes under business. And here you might relax back, or it might feel more like you're pushing yourself back, which can also create a nice opening in the lower back. And let's come up to sit now. And since we're here, we'll do what is probably my least favorite yin pose, which is why we haven't done it yet in this series yet. Sitting upright with the toes tucked under, the toe tingle. It hurts so much. Oh my God, that's all we're gonna do. Okay, and now we will come into caterpillar pose, extending the legs forward. If you want to do long holds of toe tingle, you're gonna have to do that on your own time. Let's take the legs in front, sitting on a cushion or a folded blanket, and coming forward. Hands come to the shins, the ankles, the feet, or the floor for this wonderful, thorough back body stretch. Settle into your long, steady, and even breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Slowly come up and slowly make your way down onto your back. And once on the back, hug your knees in toward your chest. Hold on to the bottoms of your feet. Take happy baby pose for a couple breaths. And release the legs. Let's come into twisted roots pose. Cross the left knee over the right and let the knees fall to the right side. Adjust yourself on the way so your hips and shoulders end up in a good orientation to one another. And if this twisted leg situation doesn't work for you, simply have your knees both on top of one another. And props can be a wonderful help here, particularly a bolster or block or cushion under your feet or under your knees or both. As your spine twists, can you inhale into your whole body and exhale and soften through your ribs as they twist, through your midsection, your waist, and even your chest. Slowly release the twist, come back to center, and shift your hips to the other side. Cross right knee over left and take the knees over to the left. Extend right arm out to the right side. Adjusting until you can settle into a nice place of restfulness, sensation of stretching, sensation of twisting, and sensation of breathing. Release your twist now. Bring it up to the center with your knees and stretch out in Shavasana. Rest here on your back for our final meditation, unless you would like to come into a seated position, which is where I'm headed, so I can read you our Sutra of the day. Holding space for yourself for this important time of integration. sensing the movement of energy inside your body and making space for the energy to settle, for healing energy to flow. And we'll listen to the words of Sutra 82 now from the Radiant Sutras. Trees have desires. Rocks have knowledge. Jugs are full of emptiness and joy. All embodied ones have this in common. All are propelled by the same one whose pulse beats in your breast. Shed insularity, be all pervasive, delighting in kinship everywhere. End of Sutra. Take a breath in and exhale, and let's delight in kinship everywhere with all those who are chanting Om with this practice in different places in the world, in different times, different time zones, and all the trees and rocks and jugs that are vibrating with their own kind of Om vibration. We're going to chant Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. That's today's practice. Namaste. I hope you feel amazingly peaceful and satisfied after this practice. If you feel you need to rest in stillness and quiet for a little longer, you might pause the video at this point. I want to thank you for practicing with Devi Daily Yoga. Be sure to move slowly and gently into the next part of your day. And if you liked this video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, where I have over 200 Yin Yoga videos organized into helpful playlists. If you're serious about deepening your knowledge of Yin Yoga, you might check out my online Yin Yoga teacher certification program. I also have a yoga membership site where my community of yogis follows a weekly calendar with me, and you can find links to these things in the description box below. This class has been part of the 30-day Yin Yoga Challenge, and if you haven't signed up for the challenge, you can sign up at challenge.devidaily.com. Starting on the day you sign up, you'll get daily emails with a direct link to the video of the day to help keep you on track with the program. And you'll also immediately receive a calendar along with a PDF guide for the program and a posture gallery. So I look forward to seeing you in the next one, and until then, I hope the rest of your day flows beautifully.